It has been 55 days since my fiancé cut me off. I called off the wedding I'd waited 8 long years for, all while he was caring for his childhood sweetheart, who was battling depression and seeking peace at a remote retreat. He even had the historic chapel, a local landmark called the Ethelred Sanctuary, closed to the public for 6 months because of her. And me? I was left to face the swarming reporters, hounded from one place to the next until I had nowhere left to hide, all because he disappeared without a word. Out of options, I went to the retreat to find him. But he turned me away, saying I would disturb the quiet and sanctity of the place. In the bitter cold of deep winter, I collapsed outside the gates, barely holding on. When I woke, I saw him, Jonathan, planting an entire garden of roses on the grounds, every bloom a declaration of love. 6 months later, he finally left and returned home with his childhood sweetheart. The roses they had planted now filled what was supposed to be our wedding venue, from floor to ceiling. I watched them, cold and unmoved. What he didn't know was this: I was already engaged to someone else. While picking out a ring in the store, I saw Jonathan Baxter for the first time in 6 months. The salesperson's cheerful commentary on the diamond ring I was trying on barely reached my ears. My eyes were fixed on him, looking slightly preoccupied across the room. When he noticed the ring on my finger, he walked over, expression cool, and asked, "How come you came alone? I was actually going to surprise you." His tone was casual, but I saw the shopping bag in his hand, a set of diamond necklaces. Not for me, for Chloe Morris. Yesterday, when they had returned, I'd overheard her murmuring to him, asking for diamond necklaces as her birthday gift. And here Jonathan was, already delivering. Of course, whatever Chloe wanted, no matter the effort, he made it happen. Not like me. All I'd ever wanted was a wedding I had waited 8 years for and never received. So this time, Jonathan, I would wait no longer. I took a few steps back, silently slid the ring off my finger, and handed it to the clerk to put away. Instantly, Jonathan pulled out his card to pay. Before I could explain to the salesperson, my gaze caught on the strand of prayer beads around his wrist. Just yesterday, when Chloe announced her return to the public eye, one of the photos in her post had prominently featured those same beads. At a glance, they seemed out of place among the other glamorous shots, but someone online recognized them as exclusive items from the historic retreat he'd closed for her. Soon, the story of the place's 6-month closure and the identity of the bracelet's owner was everywhere. Paparazzi had captured footage of Chloe and him leaving the grounds. Even without showing Jonathan's face, the custom-tailored suit and the special edition car said it all. Everyone was congratulating her on landing a wealthy partner. And me? I had become the punchline. I pulled my thoughts back to the present and stopped the clerk from taking his card. "No, it's all right. I was just browsing. I don't plan to buy it." Jonathan glanced at his phone, replying distractedly, "Just get it. I have some time this afternoon. We can go get our marriage license." Marriage license? To him, it was just another item on a checklist, a matter of formalities. But that kind of obligatory commitment, I don't need it anymore. I didn't answer him and walked out of the store. Jonathan followed, clearly annoyed by my refusal. "Are you still upset because of Chloe?" he asked. "I told you. Our wedding is still happening. I'm only helping her out of respect for her father." Yes, Chloe was his old friend's daughter. Since her father passed, Jonathan had taken it upon himself to look after her. She called him Uncle John, but the look in her eyes held something far warmer. I knew Jonathan saw it too. He just chose to pretend he didn't. And me? I was nothing more than a shield he used to deflect gossip and protect her from the world's scrutiny. I met Jonathan's gaze and replied evenly, "Yes, I understand." Though inwardly I thought, "Jonathan, this game of 3 we've been playing, I'm done. Yes, my wedding will still happen as scheduled, but the groom won't be you anymore." Faced with my detached response, Jonathan's tone sharpened with impatience. "I'm busy every day. I don't have time to manage your moods. If you don't want to get married, fine. Don't. Call it off." With that, he left me standing alone in the mall and drove off. He didn't know. The wedding was already canceled. And truly, I no longer wanted to marry him. I opened my phone and saw the last message in our thread. My message had been blocked and hadn't gotten